Welcome to video 3.5, where it's at Geographical Map Charts. In the previous video, we built funnel charts to identify where on the internet our big spenders are coming from. In this video, we will explore Power BI's built-in map visuals, Map, Build Map, and ArcGIS maps for Power BI. To get started, open up the report we created last video, or Section 3 Video 3.4.pbix from Code Files Section 3 PBIX. We'll create a new page for our maps. Click the plus next to Breakdown. Right-click in the new tab and choose Rename. We'll call it Location. Hit Enter. First off, we'll look at the map visual, which we saw back in Section 1. We'll size it to be about 6 by half the height. Select it. Once again, we'll apply our customer's Latin long as a location for the bubbles. So drag lat from customer to latitude and similarly long to longitude. Drag from cart order ID to size and use the menu to switch to count to size our bubbles. Next, we'll break the bubbles down by gender by dragging gender to legend. If we pop into focus mode, we can see that the map actually turns them into pie charts. Here, we can see that there are 4 orders by females and 1 by a male. Bearing in mind that pie charts aren't terribly visually precise, we are best to limit this legend to small categories like gender. Next, we'll have a look at the filled map. So back to Report, click in the canvas, and drop a filled map. Fill up the space. So this map creates a visualization known as a choropleth, where region shapes are typically colored according to a categorical value. They're often used for population maps. As they aren't point location maps, they need a location that represents a geographic region. We'll use country. Note that if you are binding to the next open field well for the visual, you can just use the check mark next to the field name to bind it. So we check here and it goes to location. We could color by either of the values we were exploring before, stage or source. If we use source here, by checking it, we can look simultaneously at where in the world and where in the internet our customers are coming from. We could alternatively shade the countries based on a quantitative value, such as the number of orders in that country. To see this, drag order ID to color saturation and use the menu to change it to count. Next, delete source from legend. Here we can see how China is dominating our orders. Power BI also includes an even more sophisticated map by Esri, developers of ArcGIS. If you don't see this globe icon already, go into File, Options and Settings, Options, and then under Security, choose Use ArcGIS Maps for Power BI. Note that it will send some data to Esri, hence the security setting. It uses a fair bit of ArcGIS technology under the hood though, so it's well worth a look, even the free version. This one can produce either bubble maps or choropleths depending on how you bind your data. So let's click in the canvas to clear the selection, click the ArcGIS icon, drag out the visual, and to get a choropleth we'll bind country and color. We'll drag country to location and source to color. This will give us a quite compelling visualization of preferred social media by region. For a bubble map, try binding latitude, longitude, and size. So in this case, from customer, lat, long, and from cart, our orders. Now in this case, we have to go through each of those fields, change latitude to don't summarize, longitude, don't summarize, and order ID, count. It even preserves our coloring. This mode also features interactive tooltips. To maximize their usefulness, try dragging source to tooltips. We can even drag in the customer's last name. If you want to extend this to first and last name, refer back to video 1.5. So now we can click on a data point and step through each customer at that location. For this map, for formatting it in particular, rather than styling it using the formatting pane, it has its own edit mode. Go to the ellipsis in the upper right and choose Edit. This puts the map into a styling mode. Here we can go to Base Map and choose, for example, the dark gray canvas theme or the OpenStreetMap theme, but let's go with the hip-looking dark gray theme. Map Theme can turn our circle chart into a heat map, size only, color only. We started here at size and color, but for a tactical dashboard, a total to details option might be ideal, and for this, there is clustering. This will summarize a region's values into a pie chart until we zoom in far enough to see individual customers. Back to Report, and we've now empowered our managers to find our customers. That wraps up our tactical dashboard example, so be sure to save your work. In the next section, we'll build a strategic dashboard.